Hi, it's Malcolm here. Have you ever wondered about that saying that says you can't make money chasing favourites or following favourites? Well, in this video, I want to check that out and have a look at it and see what it actually means and how you can use that information and other information to maybe find places that you can make money on the markets. So stay tuned and let's have a look at that. Okay, as I said, it's Malcolm here, and I am the creator of TTS Plus as well as other software. Have been creating software for over 20 years for the betting market. And in this video, we're going to discuss favourites and ways we can use the information from favourites to possibly make a profit somewhere else. So let's first of all, I'm going to make this a little bit quicker. So I'm only going to use a couple of, a year of data. Let's go back to 1 year of data. And what we're going to do is have a look at first ranked or BSP favourites. We are talking about BSP favourites here, not SP favourites, so there may be a difference sometimes, but generally we go on BSP favourites because evidently BSP is the most accurate you can get, so we'll go there. So if we click submit, now I'm using TTS, but you know, this is just talking about favourites. I'm just using TTS because it's easy to do this kind of thing. And what I'm actually going to do is go back one day, just so we haven't got so many selections on the screen, which means we can scroll down to the bottom a little bit quicker. So we're just waiting for that to load. When there's a lot of data, it tends to take a couple more seconds to load. So we've got 13,339 races, and we've got a strike rate of 33.28% on favourites. So we generally hear figures thrown around between 33 and 34%. Now, obviously, that's all favourites. Okay, so what does that mean first of all? Well, it obviously means that if you're laying a favourite, you've got a 66% chance of winning on it. So well over a 50% chance of winning on a favourite. But if you're backing it, you've only got a 34% chance of winning. And at the prices they give you, you know, you're probably not going to make money. And as you can see here, you know, there's a minus 696 points. And if we look at the actual different race types, then you can see that, you know, there is no profitable race type. But let's have a look at this from a slightly different angle as well. What about, it's all right saying, you know, you can't make money chasing favourites, and you can't. We've just shown that. But there's also price ranges you've got to remember. So let's have a look at favourites, say 2.5 or under. Okay, so we're going to select favourites. So these favourites would have been at a price of 2.5, and you can see, if I just bring this screen over here a bit, you can see the BSPs, and the screen's smaller because I'm recording a video and only have so much space. But you can see that yesterday 1.53 won, 2.5 lost, 2.01, that kind of thing. So, you know, again, some won, some lost, so we kind of know that. And if we come down to the statistics, we can see that we would have lost 94 points following favourites under 2.5 or under, but they have a strike rate of 52%. Okay, so that means that, you know, if you were looking at this from a point of rolling a dice, say, you know, it's kind of like rolling a dice. You have a 50% chance of winning on them and a 50% chance of losing on them. So in some ways, that's not a bad thing to know, because it means that, you know, you can look at a favourite, and not these, we'll come back to these in a minute, but this one here, say, and you could look at that favourite in the race and say, well, do I think it's got a good chance of winning? I've got a 50% chance of it losing, and so is there a reason I can take it on? And we just know that by the price. The price says that we have a 50% chance of winning, slightly less than 50% chance of winning, if we lay it, and the horse has a 52% chance of winning. Let's drop that down to 2, or just below 2. Let's go 199 and then see. Oh, before we do that, I just want to have a look at BSP ranks. So can you see here that Chase actually has made profit over the last year? 12 points, not amazing, I know, but it just goes to show that when people say you can't make money following favourites, you've got to be a little bit more specific than that, you know. And we know that you can't make money following all favourites, but somewhere there could be a way. And I remember a few years ago, AW favourites were winning far more often than they should have, according to the statistics. And there was quite a few months where they won month after month. And if we have a look at those chased, we just go to chase and have a look what that actually means over the last year. Then, sorry, what did I do? Oh, because I changed that price range at the same time, so put that back to 2.5. Just so we know. So you can see that they've actually made a profit. It's not been great, up and down, but it's made profit. Okay, now if we took that back and we went over, say, a few more years, we'd probably see that wouldn't work, possibly wouldn't work. So yeah, so you can see that we're going through a period, or we have been through a period. See that period there where it would have been profitable following chase, but overall it hasn't been. So, you know, but let's go back to where we were, and we will go all again. And so we're going to go down to 1.99 and have a look at that. So in this case, just wait for that to load a second. In this case, definitely not profitable. Oh, did I put lay on there? No, it's back. Definitely not profitable, but the strike rate is 60.94%. So that's gone up from 52 to 60.94. So there's a lot better chance of winning on a runner under 2 than over 2, obviously, or over 2.5. So price matters a lot. So in this case, when we came to a race like yesterday, then we could look at these 4 and go, well, yeah, we really do think that runner's got a good chance of winning. So what about the other runners in the race? Of course, now with such a high rate of winning on the favourite, we can then look at the lay side of things and the other runners in the race and go, okay, is there a potential other selection within a price range? Obviously, when we're laying, we want to look at price ranges. So is there a chance? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and put this back again and just go to second favourites and just have a look at yesterday's selections. Okay. So we're going to look for runners where the favourite was, say, under 2. So that one was under 2. So the second favourite was 7.84. So we could have possibly laid that. And it didn't win. The favourite was 3.81, but that's not 1. 2.5. Those two were together. So first and second. We're just looking for these. So we got one under 2.5 there. Came first. The second favourite came second. That was a little bit over. So 1.41 there. That won the second favourite at 5.76. Lost. Let's see if we find that one there. The favourite was at 2.19. Second favourite at 3.34. Lost. That was close, 2.56, and that second favourite did actually win that race. 2.4 on the favourite. Second favourite didn't win the race. So we've got any more? 1.78, 2.54. Now, I'm not saying that second favourites is the way of going. I'm just saying that when we know the statistical value of runners like favourites, then we can start making assumptions on the rest of the race. So, you know, a good idea is to come along to races where the favourite is very strong, has a 50 or 60% chance of winning, and then we can start looking at the lay side of it. Or if we go back, just to double check that, and if we go 1.99, just to bring it back and come down. So we had that, didn't we? Minus 255. Let's just have a check of the different race types. So yeah, no profit on any of those race types. So in it just goes to show that, yeah, chasing favourites under 1.99 wouldn't make you any money. And if we go just one more down, just to finish the video off, and submit that, and we come down, we've got 2,511 selections, 75% strike rate, still not 100%, it probably never will be 100%, but so 75% of a favourite winning at that price range at 1.5. So, you know, you've got a good chance. But yesterday, out of 2, 1 won and 1 didn't. So that was a 50-50 day, if you like. And if we go to race types just to see, and there was actually profit on National Hunt Flat if you decide to look at those. But the whole point of the video was to really say to you, let's have a look at some statistics and how can we use those statistics to help us identify other runners in the race that we could lay, or are we happy with the favourite? And although we know we can't make money long term following every selection under 2.5 or every selection under 1.9 under 2 or every selection 1.5 and under, we could look at them and go, well, yeah, but if we do this as well, or we look for runners with this information, then we increase that. And that's why we have TTS, so we can actually look at that kind of thing. So you could look at just simply age. Is there any profitable ages? And there is, but you know, whether that would be useful to you or not, I don't know. I mean, you could, you know, look at, say, their last time out. Maybe that's a good one to look at. So how they performed in the last race, and nothing really sticks out there. And when they come first last time out, their strike rate is 76.19. But again, there's no profit, but there's not a great deal of loss either. So I don't know. Maybe that's something to look at. But yeah, so the point of that video was just to look at favourites, and I'm going to do a series of these videos about statistics and see where we can use them and how we can use them in different races. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Also, if you're interested, I'm creating a PDF with more of this information in about favourites and some other things that I found that didn't make it into the video. So you might be interested in getting hold of that document. If you are, just leave a comment below saying, let me know when the PDF is ready and I'll let you know and where to find it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you did find it useful, and if you did, give us a thumbs up on YouTube, and please subscribe to the channel to look out for other videos around this subject. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.